Hello, everyone. This is Damon Green, aka the Iconic Agent, and this is your go-to guide to luxury new construction townhomes in Tampa Bay, Wesley Chapel, and the St. Pete regions. So today, our feature talk is about one of the most in-demand neighborhoods in the Pasco County area, and that's Isla Mirada. And we're going to have just a candid conversation with one of the on-site sales reps there, Jalen. So Jalen, can you introduce yourself real quick and then we'll dive in?
Hey guys, nice to meet you all. My name is Jalen. Like Damon mentioned, I'm one of the on-site sales agents here at Isla Mirada for DRB Homes.
Awesome. Now, Jalen, for those that don't know, now I'll give my personal experience. I've lived in Mirada. I didn't live in DRB Homes. I didn't even know what DRB Homes was. I kept calling it DRG initially when I moved there. But can you give a little history? Because I know DRB Homes isn't new, but it is kind of new in the Florida area, and there was a merger, and kind of just give a little background. And also one of the key things, what sets DRB Homes, especially DRB Townhomes, apart from, there's a bunch of townhomes in Mirada.
Right. And like you said, you put it great. We're not new. We're new to Florida's market, or fairly new to Florida's market, but by no means are we new to building homes. We've been building homes across the country for over 36 years. We are the third largest private builder in the country. We just recently we purchased Biscayne Homes last year, or excuse me, it's 26 now, so I should say 2 years ago. And we just recently purchased Brightland Homes as well. So we're ever expanding, and our number one thing here at DRB is quality. So the quality of our homes are leagues ahead of other builders, and you can feel it when you come into our homes as well.
And that is actually what caught my attention when I went. I know they have the Epperson ones. Those are the first ones that I had seen. I believe that's where we met.
Yes.
And we can briefly discuss that. But when I walked in, it was like, this does not feel like a townhome. This feels like a single family home, but it's not. And one thing that I noticed walking in all of the model units that I walked over, the quick move-ins, was the quality of the craftsmanship. It wasn't just stuck together. I consider DRB a luxury townhome builder. I mean, I know you guys are luxury builders, but from a townhome, it's a luxury townhome that would be mounds more if you go into downtown Tampa, or you go into St. Pete. It's a little further out, but it's a really good build. And I'm actually still discussing with my fiance grabbing one there or in Epperson, because I think the quality is like second to none.
Yes, the quality is unmatched. Another thing that sets us apart is that we offer the option to do a to be built. So you're not picking from, a catalog of spec homes where these four are brown, these three are gray. You get to actually pick and choose every surface of your home with us here. So that makes each home custom, one of one.
And that's awesome. So I know some of the other builders, and it's different strokes for different folks, but some of the other builders have packages. Okay, you get this package, that package, or this package, and that's pretty much what you got.
Right. We're the opposite here. You get to choose countertops, flooring, cabinet colors, cabinet types and styles. I mean, you can really make it your own when you build with us here.
And that's awesome. So tell us a little bit about what's happening at Isla Mirada now. Like, there's been a lot going on there. Kind of just give a broad overview of what's happening and what's happening at the lagoon.
Sure. So we're sitting right on the Mirada Lagoon, which is the largest lagoon in North America. Epperson was the first lagoon. Mirada is actually twice the size of the Epperson Lagoon. We're the first ones to break ground here in Isla Mirada. We'll have a few builders that'll come in to finish the community as well. In the area, this is technically San Antonio, but I think San Antonio is going to be bigger than Wesley Chapel in terms of single family homes, townhomes, retail is on the way, medical, food. I mean, it's going to be huge right there on 52, just outside of the gates.
Yeah, and we'll dive a little deeper into that, because I'm driving by there the other day. I know they got the double branch coming, and there's a lot. I read some of the commission reports, and there's a lot of big building, and the medical facility right off of Overlook has already started. Like, they've already gone vertical. So that's a huge sign. Not to mention, in the research I've done on the Pasco County area around San Antonio, Wesley Chapel, because they're pretty much adjoined.
Right.
The appreciation there has been like 3 to 4 times the 10-year national average, which is huge.
It's huge. And it's going to continue to boom as, more and more gets built up around this community.
So how do you compare quickly? Because we're going to have a whole separate conversation about this. But
Yes.
you've got townhomes in Epperson and you've got townhomes in Mirada,
Yes.
and both of them lagoon facing, which is awesome. What's the difference between those two, or just a comparison, or any type of like why one over the other, or benefits of one over the other?
Sure. So the townhomes in Epperson, I think it's more a matter of preference. So both communities have a lot to offer. They both sit right on the Crystal Lagoon, whether it be the Epperson Lagoon or the Mirada Lagoon. The townhomes are two completely different floor plans for each community. And here I offer two. Our corner unit is going to be the Bimini, which is, a 2,000 square feet, up to 4 bedroom townhome. That is, I mean, it's very grand. It doesn't feel like a townhome at all. And then our middle units are going to be a little smaller at about 1,750 square feet, but you still get 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and both will have a 2-car garage, which is pretty rare when it
And
comes to a
that's
townhome.
huge, because that's one of the things when I was looking for townhomes, it was like, why are there no 2-car garage townhomes? Because we've got 5
Right.
cars about to be 4, but you don't just have the 2-car garage, you also have the driveway. And there's actually a lot of good exterior parking too. So if you have more
A
like work
ton.
vehicle or something else, that's also highly beneficial.
Yes, it is. It is. So I think it's really a matter of preference and how you want the home laid out. One of the benefits I will say for Epperson is one of our most popular floor plans is also our biggest. It'd be our Dahlia. It's just under 2,200 square feet, 2-car garage, 4 bedrooms, but the main bedroom, your primary, is actually on the first floor. So we have a lot of retirees, a lot of folks who, oh, I would never get a townhome because I don't like stairs. So that's been a really popular plan in the Epperson community. But it really is just a matter of preference.
Okay. Yeah, and we've had the conversation, and we're talking about Isla Mirada, so I'm just going to stick to
Right.
Isla Mirada. We had our conversations on the side about that. But both are really they have great floor plans, and there are, so for you watching, for you buyers watching, you can search the channel and you'll see the floor plans. We have them laid out under playlist, so you can check that out. And I'll leave a little card over here for you. So why are people moving to Isla Mirada? What are you seeing? Like, what's any migration patterns? Is it locals? Is it out of state? Is it kind of combination of both? Kind of give us a little insight into that.
Sure. I'm seeing a pretty good mix of both what I consider local because I grew up in the Tampa Bay area. I moved out here oh my gosh, almost 23 years ago. So I've lived out here my whole life. But Tampa has become so expensive. It's out of reach for most for what you're looking for in a home. Your money goes a lot further up here, and you're still within 30 minutes, straight shot down 75 or 275 to get anywhere in the Tampa Bay area. So I'm seeing a lot of local traffic, and then I'm also seeing folks from different areas of Florida and different parts of the country as well migrating here.
Okay. And yeah, that's what we're seeing as well. So let's talk about, as far as, and it's kind of a segue to what you just talked about, lifestyle and location. So you're off of, what's the lifestyle at Isla Mirada, or Mirada in general look like? And I can chime in here too, because I was there for a year and a half, and loved it. So give us a little idea of the lifestyle and the location, like where it is in proximity to the places that people really care about. Because everybody in Florida is like, I want to live by the beach. I say that the lagoon communities are the next best thing if you don't have $1 million. You don't want to spend $1 million, or actually multiple millions of dollars, to live on or by the water.
Right. I was going to say, if you don't have $5 million burning a hole in your pocket, the lagoon is your best option. I mean, it gives you all the benefits of that laid back beach town feel without the price and the headaches that come with living right on the sand. We do have beach entry here, so you can have your toes in the sand. You can dip your toes in the water here, and it's crystal clear water. You don't have to worry about any of the animals that come with the ocean as well.
And there's no gators in the lagoon. People ask that all the time.
Right. People ask that all the time. No gators in there.
There are gators in the ponds around the lagoon, but there's no gators in the lagoon.
Right. In the lagoon. It's very laid back, a very laid back lifestyle. You go to Publix, you'll see more golf carts than cars most days. People of all ages, shapes, and sizes will be in their bathing suits, getting a pub sub or whatever it may be.
And I will have to say, I love that Publix off of, what is that road?
Curly Road?
Curly. That Publix off
Yes.
Curly is like a smorgasbord. If you just want to grab something, they got a wine bar, beer bar, smoothie bar, acai bowl bar, taco bar, pizza bar, wing bar,
Yes.
like all of this fresh. Like it is the dopest Publix around.
It's become a destination around here because it is a Publix on steroids. Like you mentioned, you can shop with a beer in your hand or a fresh smoothie. You know, you
Yeah.
can get pizza by the slice, like you said. I mean, it's one of a kind.
And they build the area up. So I saw that. I was wondering what they were building next to Starbucks. There's a Starbucks because I would cycle into Starbucks.
Yes,
That was because I
we
stayed
actually
in
ran
the
into each
Pioneer.
other there.
Yep. So, oh yeah, we ran into each
Wow.
other. Yep. So there was a Starbucks. I used to cycle on Sundays. That's about 8 miles there and back. So I would ride from my place there. There's a Chick-fil-A. There's a new credit union coming to Chase Bank.
Yes.
There's
Wendy's is being built. Another bank is coming. And Wendy's just broke ground. I mean, there's more to come. There's going to be more medical, retail, another shopping plaza. I mean, everything is just, I mean, being built up so quickly over here.
Yeah, and not to mention, and this is why this is the main reason that I moved there, because we had sold our house up in Arbor Green, and I loved Arbor Green because of the ability for me to get out and work out in the morning and go out and be around nature.
Hmm.
So coming to Mirada, there's the miles of golf cart trails and parks, and while like you could just,
Yes.
I would do about 3.5 to 5 miles, beautiful wherever you walk. There's miles of trails, miles of golf cart trails. There's a dog park. Oh, there's the lagoon. I will be honest, I did not take advantage of the lagoon as much as I could have. I went over a couple of times, but the lagoon was really cool. We had talked about doing some like realtor or client events there, which is a possibility too.
Yes.
At the lagoon, if you got kids, grandkids, you've got the obstacle course. There's kayaks. I used to go out there and kayak and work out. And I actually, one of these, actually, it's not this picture, but one of the pictures I have, I'm facing Isla Mirada and I'm in my kayak and I was taking some video. So, but it's a great workout. The water, said the water's clear. There's a bar there. I used to go there. When I did go there, I would sit right at the bar and I would work. So I just kind of be at the beach while I'm working. So
It's so nice.
amazing environment that you can't, like, everything was there. You can't get that elsewhere. Like that vibe and that feel. It's going to be rare for you to find that anywhere else really in Florida, unless you got a couple $1,000,000, you travel to the beach, which, I prefer the beach, but this was the next best thing.
Right. I'm a huge beach guy too. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking down on our world-class beaches that we have that are still, an hour away or even less
Yeah.
from this community. But that's one of the perks and one of the benefits of living right here on the lagoon.
Yep, exactly. So speaking of which, so we mentioned entertainment. So they're building double branch, but within 10 minutes you have the Groves, which is the
Shopping.
best shopping entertainment district. Food. There's some really great food over there. I would go over there and work. There's a couple coffee shops. I'm a coffee dude, so I'd be over there. We've got St. Pete Beach is about hour and 20 minutes. Clearwater with no traffic is about an hour. You have about 45 minutes to the airport. 45 minutes to like Whiskey Joe's Beach. We actually just hung out and me and my friends.
It's a nice spot.
The sunset over there. But the beaches are all close. Downtown Tampa, 25 minutes, no traffic, straight run,
Shot.
straight shot. So things are accessible. You can get to where you need to go quickly. But it's further out, but it allows you an easy commute. So everything is within reach. And and what are you seeing as far as trends in Pasco, like as far as growth? Is there anything else going on in Pasco you're aware of?
I know there's that big surf. What do you call it? It's going to be like a surf park.
Okay.
I know that's coming. That's going to be right there on 56 or 54.
Okay.
Right there off 301 and 54.
Okay.
Let's see what else is coming. There's a lot coming.
Which again is helpful for folks moving to Isla Mirada and future home values, but also just the future for things to do, because people move in and now they're like, okay, what do I need to do? There's a lot of options, and they're building a lot out in Wesley Chapel. They're building a whole outside of Double Branch. There's a lot going on in Wesley Chapel as well. So for folks that don't want to travel all the way to Tampa, which is a whole 20 minutes, you can travel 10 minutes to Wesley Chapel and still have a whole lot to do. So
a ton to do. Wiregrass Mall, the Outlet Mall. There's even going to be another little hub there on 54, right by where all those car dealerships are. It's similar to where Bexley has you get your nails done. You could also get coffee there. You can work outdoors there. That spot is being built up too.
Okay. So yeah, there's a whole lot going on there.
A
So
ton.
let's get to the real reason why we're all here. Is let's break down Isla Mirada. Now I will say my specialty is new construction, specifically luxury new construction and luxury new construction townhomes because I like the lock and leave lifestyle. Travel a lot, get in, got all the space of a single family home. The maintenance isn't there. I can leave for however long and come back and everything is still there. So that's why I focus on, sell what you love, sell what you live. So that's why I like townhomes. But like, walk through a little bit about the what sets the Isla Mirada community apart. We know it's gated. It's got two-car garage. So kind of give a little idea of,
Sure. One thing that's been a huge factor here is this living here, it's truly carefree maintenance. Your HOA, they'll handle everything exterior wise from lawn care and landscaping to painting the exterior. They even cover the roof. Your HOA, and most people are surprised when I tell them that you pay your HOA monthly and that covers your UltraFi Wi-Fi and you get almost 200 channels of cable with that as well. So not only do you not have
is
to
that
take
the
care
most
of,
surprising feature that people, when they're like, wait, I get that too?
I think so. I think so. Everyone's always taken aback and they're like, wait, say that again. And then I'm constantly repeating that with walk-in traffic here.
Because if you look at internet and then you look at say cable, it's not cable anymore, but that's what it used to be called.
Right.
You're looking at good internet, $150. Cable, that's looking like $300 a month. What's the
Easy.
HOA?
Your HOA is about $383 a month.
So that is a steal. Now people talk about
It is.
that's the selling point right there. The fact that there's two bills you don't have to worry about and everything's taken care of.
Yeah.
Now it's gated, correct?
It is gated as well.
Okay. So and it's gated. And the proximity to the lagoon. What's the furthest townhome from the lagoon?
Oh man. Furthest townhome from the lagoon, probably a 8-minute walk. Maybe 10 if you're barefoot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very close. You can see when you step out the front door, you can see that crystal blue water.
Yep. All right. So let's shift here to okay. So let's dive into the floor plan. So I'm going to just take one of the tours I did, the Aruba, just kind of walk through the Aruba floor plan, any features, what people like about it, kind of just give an idea of what to expect.
Okay. So one thing people love about the Aruba is that when you first come in, especially my ones that sit right on the lagoon, your line of sight is directly to the lagoon. You have your stairs when you first come in there. You have a half bath right there on the first floor. Folks love that it's hidden from the main living space. So that way, if you have people over or, let's say you're hosting a dinner, you're not using the restroom right in the middle of the family room there. Each home will come with a covered patio, brick paved just like the driveway, and you can fence in your backyard. You'll just have to leave a gate so that they can come and mow the grass for you.
Oh, so you can. This one does allow you to fence your yard in if you wanted to.
Yes.
Okay.
And so does Epperson, but we'll cover Epperson in another video.
What about the default finishes?
So our base finishes in here would be granite countertops, tile floors, and carpet throughout the space.
And appliances come with, or is that's part of a package?
Sure. So the appliances that come with the home are going to be your microwave, stove, and dishwasher. Your fridge, washer, and dryer are going to be additional. People love that alcove space to make a little micro office. Upstairs laundry, which I think is super functional. You're not carrying your laundry from up and down the stairs at my house, we do laundry just about every day. So I couldn't imagine lugging it up and down the stairs each day. Huge closets for a townhome.
So one of the things I like about the master here is you can fit a king size, probably a bench, have a sitting area. It's a pretty big size for a townhome.
It is. These are massive bedrooms for townhome standards. They really do live like a single family home.
And looking at the light, like if you're not really paying attention, this is not an end unit. This is the Aruba's an internal unit. So you've got a lot of bigger windows. There's still nice light coming through.
This bedroom comes with an ensuite bath too.
Yep, there's the ensuite bath.
Convenience features like that really make a difference here.
And Jack and Jill bath.
Yes, Jack and Jill.
And this third bedroom they turned into an office, which actually sits very well for an office. Good light.
It does. Huge windows, so loads of light throughout.
Now I see there's, I'll give a little spoiler alert. The closet was made into a bar. Is that an option?
The closet in here.
Yes. Is that an option buyers have?
So our designer took liberties with that there. You'd have to do it after you close, but it gives you a pretty good idea of how big you can go with these spaces.
Yes, exactly. The Bimini.
So as you can see, when you first come in, the space is so light and bright. It is really wide open, which is when people think of townhome, they think of these narrow hallways and, a dark, cramped space. And this is just not that. This is your half bath, again, away from the space. So that way it's not drawing away when you have your guests over, you're not taking anything away. Storage underneath the stairs for functionality. And here's a good shot of screened in patio. Plenty of space to have breakfast or coffee in the mornings.
Sit out by the lagoon.
Sit out by the lagoon.
I would do that when at my townhome. I wasn't off the lagoon, but that was my morning routine. Sit out.
Just to sit outside. It's nice.
Now you have lagoon facing units, but there are also water facing units on the other side, correct? And there's like some big ponds on the other side?
Yes, we have a big pond, and you could even see the water feature. It's like a big water fountain from my non-lagoon facing lots.
Okay.
There's a little walking trail behind there too. I see people all the time taking a cup of coffee or going for a walk after dinner. I mean, you could really live a nice, active, laid back lifestyle here, which is nice.
100%. Like this, it's a big pantry here too.
Huge pantry. A lot of folks come in and they'll say, wow, this is bigger than the one that's in my home currently.
All right, so let's run upstairs here. Now, this can be a 3 or a 4 bedroom, correct?
Correct. So this bedroom here to your right with the blue stripes, that is bedroom number 4. That space could be open and you could actually have an upstairs living room or a loft space if you didn't want to convert to that 4th bedroom. And again, you'll have laundry upstairs. It's just, another note on functionality.
All right, there's the laundry.
Another thing I don't think I touched on is our ceiling height. Ceilings are very high here, 10 foot downstairs and 9.5 feet upstairs, which is rare. Most builders, you're looking at maybe a 9-foot ceiling downstairs, maybe 8 feet upstairs. So that's another thing that, again, makes the home feel much more grand.
Yes. Now, this is the room that could be a loft. This whole section could be a loft rather than a room.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's run into all right, here's the master.
And the view is breathtaking.
Now, how is the noise? Because, the lagoon on the weekends, they get out there on the summertime, they're playing music. It's so far away, it doesn't seem like the noise would really be as impactful because it's not a direct line with that. What have you seen from that?
Right. So these homes these are built well. So you're not going to really be bothered by any of the music coming from the lagoon. You can't even hear it unless you have your doors and windows open, which is nice. These homes also sit on the quiet part of the lagoon. As you can see, there's a kayaker kayaking out there and some paddle boarders. That's all that you'll see on this side of the lagoon. So the main hub where, the kids are on the climbing apparatus and where people are at the bar, that's pretty far from where these homes are.
Yep. Okay, great. So with that, what would you say your most popular floor plan is?
So far, my most popular, or I should say lately my most popular has been the Bimini, which is the corner unit, 2,000 square feet, up to 4 bedrooms, 2-car garage.
Okay. And which floor plan is best for, is there the Bimini's best for these types of buyers or the Aruba is best for these type of buyers?
So I think both floor plans go hand in hand pretty well. I think in terms of maybe a family or if you have more kids, I would recommend the Bimini. If you don't need so many bedrooms, but you like, let's say, a guest room or an office, I would recommend the Aruba.
Okay.
But both.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but I was going to say, but both function perfectly as whether you need a family home or a secondary home or even, a place to retire.
Awesome. So what is the deposit structure? Somebody's interested. You have
Sure.
your plans and then you have your to-be builds. What's the deposit structure so folks understand, the whole gamut of what their options are?
Sure. So for our to be built, we require a minimum of 5% down, so 5% of the purchase price. Damon, your agent, could explain that further in depth, but the title company will hold that, and that goes towards the purchase of your home. For our quick move-in homes, we like to close as soon as possible, whether that be a 30-day close, a 60-day close. And I mean, we could do it with as little as 10 grand down, 15 grand down. I'm a little more flexible there.
Okay, awesome. Well, Jalen, I know we've been on for a minute, so I thank you greatly for this information in the interview. We will recap and work on, well, we'll discuss Epperson and Eagles Cove in some
Yes.
future. I know you're about to go on vacation, so enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Any last words, anything we forgot about with this, or anything you think that, anybody watching this video should really, really know or consider?
I think we covered everything. I think we hit everything on the head here. We covered everything. I just want to also say that DRB Homes, we are extremely realtor friendly, as Damon can attest to. Whether that be, hosting events where we have partnered and hosted a couple events like we did at Eagles Cove, or the partnership that Damon and I have developed. Damon hits it on the head a lot with his reels, that this really is a partnership. The more that we can work together, the better off the both of us will be. It's not the two of us coming at one another and fighting for the customer. We really work as a team with new construction.
All right, awesome. Thank you. So if Isla Mirada or any other new construction in the St. Pete, Tampa Bay, Clearwater areas sounds like a good fit, especially if Isla Mirada sounds like a good fit, drop a comment and I'll send you over floor plan, pricing, incentives, and get you information. If you'd like to schedule a tour, you can go to newtampatownhomes.com, or you can give me a call personally at 813-331-1243. That's 813-331-1243. That is newtampatownhomes.com. If you'd like to go online and schedule a tour with me, we'll introduce you to Jalen, and we will get you guys moved into your Isla Mirada townhome. Thank you again, Jalen, and we will talk soon for the next few projects to let folks know what DRB has going. I will say again that you guys are really one of my favorite, I guess, not big box, but bigger box luxury builders. So appreciate you, sir, and we will talk soon.
Thank you. Talk soon.